I quit my job back in January of this year, and to date I've been working YouTube full time. If you would like to support the channel, you can do that very quickly. The entry fee on my Patreon is only $1. You can support me on Patreon, or you can support me on Twitch to support the channel and to keep it alive. More information is in the description box and in the comment section down below. Yeah. Alright, what's going on, y'all? So we got some hot piping news that just came out flying fuck nowhere a few minutes ago that I wanted to get your guys' thoughts on real quick. So this just broke a few moments ago, but the Wall Street Journal reporting Scarlett Johansson sues Disney over Black Widow streaming release. Black Widow has a new enemy. The Walt Disney Corporation or company. Let me see here. Scarlett Johansson, star of the latest Marvel movie Black Widow, filed a lawsuit Thursday in Los Angeles Superior Court against Disney, alleging her contract was breached when the media giant released the film on its Disney Plus streaming service at the same time as its theatrical debut. Ms. Johansson said in the suit that her agreement with Disney's Marvel Entertainment guaranteed an exclusive theatrical release, and her salary was based in large part on the box office performance of the film. Holy shit. Or wait, actually, there's something more here. Disney intentionally induced Marvel's breach of the agreement without justification in order to prevent Mrs. Johansson from realizing the full benefit of her bargain with Marvel, the suit said. God damn. I was very curious to hear your guys' thoughts on this, because on one level, I mean, if this truly is the last time that she's playing the character, if this is the last time that, like, in a substantial way she's going to be in the MCU, then I understand where she's coming from in terms of, like, contractually and most importantly financial. Like fuck it, if I was expecting a big bag and out of nowhere this bag got shortened because of what she's talking about, I understand where she's coming from, actually. That being said, it amazes me that she didn't think that the Disney Plus theatrical run thing and some of the underwhelming responses from fans about a Black Widow prequel at this stage. It's just amazing that she didn't foresee this coming before it happened. You know what I mean? That's just kind of wild to me. Did you want to give some extremely quick thoughts about the Black Widow situation?
Yeah, really quick. Unfortunately, listening to the full details about it, I don't know how she wouldn't have understood that ahead of time, because I felt like the longest time Disney was attempting to have it exclusively released on theatrical, not just from a distribution standpoint, but also to make sure that, you know, they didn't have a major blockbuster on streaming service. But eventually they kind of caved in like everybody else. Right. Initially hearing the news, I kind of was like, well, maybe it's something more to it, because it doesn't make sense for her at this stage. I mean, she could have done this day one of when they were going to be talking about releasing it on, you know, streaming and on theatrical, what that meant for her financially, what that meant for her. I feel like, honestly, she played ball. She did not try to badmouth the mouse while the distribution was going on. Right. I knew that, you know, if she would have done that then, it would have made a lot more sense. Right. But instead, she waited until after the box office was done, after it's dropped out of the third spot, to make this kind of comment. Right. There's other things underlined that we just don't see. And I mean, hearing that little detail there, that seems really grimy. But normally it's kind of like, even if that was the case, like, okay, we're going to get you back, you know, with something else. Like, we'll give you like another promotion, or you're going to get like a flashback, or you're going to get paid somewhere else. Yeah. I feel like this seems a little personal to me. For any thing when I think about the mouse, whether it was like Edgar Wright's situation with Ant-Man or whether it was like the situation with Solo. All that stuff was done in-house. It was never made a big spectacle.
Yeah.
When you hear the name Scarlett Johansson suing Disney, something else happened, and it wasn't just financial.
Switching from Marvel to DC fans, fuck. But let me know your thoughts down below on this as well. So, just a few moments ago, as of today, July 29th, J.K. Simmons is in talks to return as Commissioner Gordon in Batgirl. I guess it's Batgirl the movie to be released in 2022, and J.K. Simmons is reprising his role. So in my mind, I was like, oh, okay. I mean, I like J.K. Simmons, but you know who gives a fuck? However, Sam had a very different take. So Sam, as quickly as possible, I know this might be difficult, but as quickly as possible, why is this significant to you? Because for the record, I love the Snyder Cut. I don't care what you think. I love the Snyder Cut. I gave it a 10 out of 10. But Sam, go ahead.
Yeah, really quick. I apologize. It's a HBO Max exclusive film.
Batgirl?
So it's not like the Gotham series is going to be for the Batman. It's not like the Peacekeeper that's coming out of Suicide Squad. It's an actual movie.
Oh, it's a it's a movie? Oh, okay. Apologies. Okay, apparently the Batgirl is a movie.
Yeah, but I remember they casted, old girl that's from In the Heights, and I was like, she's a decent actress. I was curious what they're going to do with the role, but everybody was wondering what, Gordon they were going to pick. And I was kind of like, well, they could easily go and just get, your boy Jeffrey Wright, because he's already in the Batman, it would make sense. But instead, they're choosing to pick this specific Commissioner Gordon from the spawning out of the Zack Snyder's universe. And in my opinion, if you're going to make a Batgirl movie, why pull anything from the DCU that we know? Like, if you're trying to reinvent the wheel, what's going on? But then when I looked a little bit closer, I didn't realize that the writers of The Flash were also writers of this film. So if you don't know, Andy Muschietti, he has gotten your boy Ben Affleck to come back as the Batman, which is cool. But of course, you got your boy Michael Keaton as the Batman. But one of the things I always thought was weird is that he brought Percy Clemens back as Iris West, when really they could have just recasted her, because that was only in Zack Snyder's Justice League. She never was in any of the other films. She wasn't even in, your boy, what's the name's Justice League. So I was kind of like, why are they doing this? I feel like they're trying to preserve some semblance of whatever Zack had created. And by putting J.K. Simmons in this, I feel like this is a whole nother thing. Now, I'm not saying that the Snyder Cut is going to spawn into a Snyderverse.
Sure.
But for them to put J.K. Simmons back in there, this is really intriguing. It just shows new management. Because I think old management, it wouldn't make any sense for them to bring him back in. It doesn't add up.
This could be like a little crumb pointing to the fact that the Snyder Cut might happen. Maybe. Personally, I feel like, especially since like Flashpoint, it's just some multiverse shit going on. Well, I guess he's in Batgirl, but I feel like it could just be like a combination of laziness and multiverse shit. Like they're just like, he did fine before or something like that. Let's fucking grab him. Have him play Commissioner Gordon, whatever. No big deal. But that being said, though, Sam might be onto something here. Personally, I think it's kind of whatever. But Sam might be onto something, because he's also the same motherfucker who kept saying the Snyder Cut was going to happen. It was coming soon, or at least that was coming soon. And I thought he was had lost his mind. So. We'll see. We'll see about Sam's prediction / thoughts on that.